Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool Channel. Today, I won't be reviewing any tools. Today, I'm just going to be able to do a quick video on some informational books or pamphlets, you may want to call it. Well, how I get to this point was today I was talking with my son, and for y'all who've been following me for a while, you know, I tell you my son, he's in HVAC school, and you know, he brings to me sometime now certain questions about this and question about that, and I tell you, man, it makes me it makes me poke my chest out that he's asking me, and you know, I don't know if he's doing it because he know it makes me feel good or what, but whatever the reason, I do feel good that he's coming to me. And anyway, but I was referring to some questions that he was asking me about HVAC and you know, how to test this and how to do this and how to do that. And I was going through some books that I have, you know, around, and I was showing him this and how to test this, and you know, how to turn your meter on to this function to measure that. Well, I noticed that I had a lot of mega books or pamphlets, how we should call it. I'm gonna say books, so I'm gonna say books. And I was going through, and I was showing him, I was looking at all the serious stuff that Mega puts out. Now, keep in mind, I'm not getting paid for none of this. I'm just putting this out here for the guys for you guys who want to continue, who want to go to the next level of your in electrical field. You know, pay attention, because there's something here that you can learn from. I'm just telling you that, you know, I was looking at these books, and I've been through all of these books, and I've read them, and I read them again. I've highlighted some things, and I've used it a lot. Mega put out some good stuff. Not just saying that the instruments are good, because they are, but they take the electrical industry very serious. I'm not saying that other companies don't do it. I'm not saying other companies don't take it serious, but Mega take it serious. And I was going through a lot of their books, and I was reading and looking and you know, just doing what I have to do. And I've learned a lot. I gotta admit, I mean, I'm much more smarter than I was yesterday from going through a lot of this stuff. And it has brought me to a whole nother level. You know, some things I was doing right, some things something I was doing wrong, but it's more than one way. Mega shows you the right way. And I'm not saying the way they show you is the only way they do it, but I learned a lot from reading these books. So, you know, without further ado, I'm gonna go through some of the books here just to show you what I'm talking about. One of my favorites here, and I'm gonna leave a link at the bottom that you guys can contact people at Mega and get you some of these books. I don't know if you're gonna get them a download or what, but I'm gonna leave some links at the bottom, and maybe you guys can get a hold of Mega and they're seeing some of these books. This is one of my favorites here. It's called A Stitch in Time by Mega. This has to do with installation testing. I've been through this book, as you see. I've been through this book, and I like to, you know, I don't like to read off the computer. I like to hold books in my hand and read it. So, and I've been through this book, man. I've been through this book. I've made notes. I've highlighted stuff in this book, and this is one of the best books on installation testing that I've ever read. I recommend this book. If you guys don't have it, I recommend that you get it. And again, this video may not be for everybody, but if you're serious about the electrical trade, being an electrician is much more than just pulling wire and you know, pulling fuses and pulling wire. It's a whole nother level to it. You have, if you call yourself an electrician, you have to be well-rounded. Well-rounded. It's more than having a few Klein tools on your belt, or a tool bag full of some nice tools. No, it's much. You have to have the knowledge to learn how to use those tools, not the pliers and all. I'm talking about the test instruments. And there's much more. There are other test instruments out there other than just holding a flute meter in your hand. Now they have other stuff out there that you have to learn about. And in this instance, I'm talking about the installation tester. So I've been through this book by Megger, man. I've been all the way through. In fact, I've been to it. I read it when I'm just sitting around. I just go back over and just read it. That's just how good it is. I read it all the way to the back, and then I want to say I read this book at least, I think 3 times, and I'm always picking it up, just going back through it again. I find myself grabbing my meter, my installation tester, and whatever telling me, whatever I read, I go test it out. I just go see if it's accurate what Megger has told me to do in here or whatever, and it's the truth. Well, anyway, that's one of the books that I like. It's called A Stitch in Time, and it's put out by Megger. Now, here's another book that I like by Megger, Getting Down to Earth. This is about grounding, earth resisting. All right, it's a guide to earth resistant testing, and it's about grounding. I've been through this book. Like the ground rod, when you take a test, it should be below 25 ohms, and a lot of people don't know that. Sometimes they just think, I'm gonna stick our ground rod in the ground and connect some cable to it, and I'm ground. No, that has to be tested, but you have to know how to test it and what you're doing. What kind of instrument is the best instrument to test with? Well, anyway, I've been through this book. This is a very good book also. Megger put out some really good stuff. And again, I'm gonna leave a link at the bottom of this video that you guys can, I guess, go to Megger and get some of these books. Now, this book here is for battery testing. Well, most electricians might say, man, I don't, I mean, what I'm gonna use this for? And why? You may be a 20-year-old electrician now, but by the time, if you're not planning on changing careers, by the time you reach 30, 35 years old, think about, they got solar out there right now. They got electric cars out there right now. You have to learn how to test these batteries. I had this book for a long time ago, and I've been doing some reading in this book. In fact, I'm into all of these books, but Megger have this kind of stuff. I mean, well, these books, man, it's really nice. So I'm just giving you guys some wisdom, some knowledge, and for free. And I hope that you guys take it seriously, man. Just take it seriously and get a hold of this stuff. Here we go, a guide to diagnostic insulation testing above 1 kilovolt. Now, this is some good stuff. I've been all through this book. Man, this is really nice. And I can't tell you that enough. Don't get stuck on just pulling fuses and running conduit, bending conduits. Like being an electrician is much, 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 much more than that. So take it from me. Get your hand on some of these books. Now, this one also, it's a guide to low resistance testing. How to apply to you? You're an electrician, aren't you? You better get that knowledge. This is what you need. This book here. Now, this is Megger catalog right here. I keep this because I like a lot of their tools that they have in here. This is the catalog. And Megger don't hide the price, of their tools. I like that too. Some catalogs you have, they never put the price in here because they want you to call in on. I like the prices. They're up front about their prices in here. And, if you want the best, you're going to pay for it. I want the best. And, I'm willing to pay for it, whether it's Megger instruments or a Fluke or an Amp Probe or whatever. My life is on the line, and I like to do good work, reliable work. I love to be, I'm a perfectionist. So I'm gonna go for the best tools out there. So I'm not gonna complain too much about the price. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, man. As an electrician, if you're a good electrician, you're gonna make good money. I make money. I'm not gonna kid you not. I make good money. Sometimes people ask me that they say yes, or you're an electrician. I say, of course I am. But I tell them I'm not everybody's electrician. They look at me kind of crazy, like, what you mean by that? And I tell them, everybody can't afford me. And I leave it just like that. Now I ask them, what do you do? Some of them tell me, well, okay, then I'll give you a call when I need you. And sometimes I never get a call, but that's all right with me. I make money. I make money. So, but anyway, don't complain about spending money on your tools. You take care of your tools want to take care of you. Okay, so I don't want to hold you guys up. I just want to give you guys a rundown of some of the books that I do have and that I love to read. And this was a quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm gonna leave a link at the bottom of the page of this video, and maybe you guys can contact Omega about some of these books if you're interested. With that being said, man, continue to take care of yourself, stay healthy, and until next time, peace out.